Hello students. In this video I am going to discuss few points of the chapter matter and its composition. Okay, so this is a revision that is we are going to do this in this module. Okay, so first is the matter. It is said that matter is anything that has mass, occupies space and can be perceived by our senses. Okay, so matter must have a mass. Okay, a content. Mass means content. What I say there, the quantity of matter in the that body contains is called its mass. The quantity of matter, okay, that is found in a body, contains in a body, is called its mass. So a matter, must have a mass, occupy space. Okay, it must occupy a space, whether it is in the air or on some place, it must occupy a space. And then it says that can be perceived by our senses. It means that can be perceived by our senses means we can feel it. Okay, it says that it is not only that we must see it or we must touch it. If we can feel it also, it can be also a matter. Okay, that can be perceived by our senses. Like air we can't see, air we can't even touch, but we can feel the air is there. If you switch on the fan, we can feel the air is there, so we can perceive. So air is also a matter. Okay, so everything around us is matter. So now it says that next is that matter offers resistance. This is something very important point. Okay, matter offers resistance. Okay, obstacles, prevents you. The air also prevents, give obstacles to us. Understood? So every matter give us resistance. Resistance means obstacle or prevention in the motion. Capital N is a symbol of Newton, and which is a standard unit of force. As important fact, it is named after Sir Isaac Newton. Okay, next it says that matter and weight are different from each other. Matter is what, as we just discussed, matter is a mass of, or you can say quantity of matter. Quantity of matter, which is mass, is what is difference between mass and weight. Mass is the quantity of matter. Okay, and weight is what? Weight is the gravitational force that acts on that matter, is the weight. So mass, which is a quantity of matter, do you think it will change from place to place? No. Okay, for example, if you look at this mobile, okay, this mobile has a particular mass. Okay, now wherever I'll go in this world, or wherever, okay, if I go to the moon also, do you think the mass of the mobile will change? No, mass will not change. Okay, what will change? The weight will change. Well, what is weight? Weight is the gravitational force act on the object. That is the weight. So weight will change. Okay, the weight at the plane will be changed. At the sea level, it will be different. At the mountain, it will be different. Okay, more from the distance, more of the distance from the center of the earth, okay, lesser the gravitational force. Understood? So if we go from earth to moon, then obviously the weight will be reduced. It will be 1/6. It is calculated 1/6 of the weight of earth. Okay, so more we go far from the center of the earth, okay, less will be the gravitational force, so less will be the weight. So if we go to the mountain, hill up altitude, the weight will be reduced. Understood? But mass will not change. So this concept is also applicable in case of while we will be doing the chemical reactions. Okay, I think you have the law of conservation of mass we have studied. Okay, that the reactants, total mass of the reactant, total mass of the product has to same, because mass cannot be changed. Understood? Next is every matter, everything is made up of what? Atoms. Okay, these are extremely small particles known as atoms. An atom is the smallest possible unit of matter that exhibit all the properties of that matter. Any matter you take example, it is made up of atom, and the property of the of the matter is expressed by each and every atom of the matter. Okay. Now atoms usually do not have independent existence, like for example carbon atom or take oxygen atom, whatever you take, a single atom cannot exist independently. This is its property. So then what happens is that how they will exist? They will exist in combination. An atom will exist in combination with another atom. Okay, so with another atom, understood? It means that it may be two atoms together, it may be three atoms together, even if it is more than that also. So when more than one atoms comes together and combine and exist, that is called molecule. Understood? It means that molecules can exist independently. Molecules are made up of atoms. Okay. So obviously here I said that more than one atom comes and combine together, 2, 3, 4, whatever. It means obviously the size of the molecule is bigger, larger than the atom, right? Okay. Now particles of matter. See, particles means we are talking about the molecules. It said that particles of matter have space between them. So molecules, they exist, but in between two molecules or three molecules, always in between the molecule there are space. This space is called interparticular or intermolecular space. Okay. Now it varies from different object to object. So what is the distance between the molecule? If we take example of a solid substance, the intermolecular space is very less. They are compact. The molecules are compact. If we see in the liquid particle, what happens? The intermolecular space is there. It is more. Okay. So it is a fluid in nature. It can move. If you look at the gas, air, the intermolecular space is much more than the water molecules. So air can easily move. That is also a fluid in nature. Understood? So now particles of matter are always in random motion. Okay. So molecules are always in random motion. They are not stationary at a particular place. The molecules are always in motion. Okay. Now the question comes, why these particles move? See, what is written here? This is because they possess kinetic energy. The kinetic energy increases with increase in temperature and decrease with decrease in temperature. So kinetic energy varies with the temperature. More the temperature, higher the kinetic energy, less the temperature, lesser the kinetic energy. So because of this kinetic energy, the molecules are always in move. Okay. The particles of matter attract each other. There is a force, intermolecular force of attraction, okay, that works in between the molecule. That is why they haphazardly move in different directions, because there are millions of molecules there, and every molecule is attracting another one. So it means that's why they are moving haphazardly in different direction because of the force of the attraction. Okay, this intermolecular force of attraction is much more in the solid, comparatively less in liquid, and very less in the air. Okay. So, and we know that solid, liquid, gas, these are the three different states of matter. Okay. Well, there is a table where comparative analysis of different properties of solid, liquid and gas, which is given there. Okay. So that you have to go through, is important for the examinations. Now there are changes in the state of matter. So melting is what? When solid converts into liquid, is called melting. Evaporation is what? When a liquid converts into gas, is the evaporation. Now what is condensation? When gas converts into liquid, that is the condensation. White solidification, when liquid converts into solid, that is the solidification. Okay, or we can also say it as a freezing. Apart from these four, melting, evaporation, condensation and solidification, two more are there: sublimation and deposition. Sublimation means when a solid directly converts into gas without converting into water. Okay, a solid is not converting into water and then into gas. The solid is converting directly into gas. That is a sublimation, like naphthalene for example. Understood? Deposition is what? Opposite. When the gas directly converts into solid, that's the deposition. In the refrigerator, in deep freeze, we see these things. The gas directly converts into solid. That's the deposition. Okay. So these are the some basic properties of the different matter and the changes of matter and all we have discussed. I hope you understood this. It will help you to uh, understand this concept of matter in a much better way. Okay, thank you so much all of you for watching the video. Thank you.